2 of the Gamemax PC. So this was the PC that I picked up from this lady on Facebook Marketplace for £40. We had a quick breakdown of it. We pulled it apart to have a look. We had some unspecified RAM, which we think is probably, it's a single stick, so I'm going to guess it's probably 8 gigabytes. We've got what looks like a 1060 graphics card. I have no idea about the processor. We had some wonderful RGB lighting cases, and we've got this lovely massive case for this tiny micro ATX board. So we've now loaded this up. We're going to do some benchmarking on it, but first things first, we need to have a look at the spec. So before I do this, we should actually get some screen capture set up, and then we'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, so we're going to load it up. Specky, I like Specky, just nice and simple. So of course we have Windows 10. Let's have a quick look. We've got an Intel Core i5 7600. 7600 3.8 gigahertz, which is okay. 8 gigabytes of single channel RAM. Motherboard is an MSI H110M Pro, and of course we have the 3 gigabyte GTX 1060 card with a 1 terabyte. It says 931, but 1 terabyte hard drive. I need to have a look at that because it usually reports higher than that. So some of this hard drive has been separated off. We'll have to go into driver. We'll have to go into the disk management and find out about that. Definitely something not right there. Right, so we're going to rerun this test. We have run this once, so you can see it has come up on the screen anyway, but I want to rerun it again because there were a couple of issues when I ran it before. With the hard drive didn't pick up. I don't know if it will this time. We've had some massive corruption as far as fragmentation, on the hard drive. So I tried to defrag that, and that took a long time to sort out. So I'm not sure whether or not it's a case that this drive is a faulty drive. It is running, but it could be that it is faulty. And we may need to. It is a standard hard drive. It may be an old 1 gigabyte or 1 terabyte that's got some issues, and that is what's causing the bottleneck, because it's not making any clanking noises. It's not making any weird chugging noises that I would expect from an old hard drive. But there may be an issue there somewhere. Apart from that, everything seems to be working in single thread mode. It's almost like it can only deal with one issue at a time. So whereas before, like I'll click on any of the other systems and download multiple different files at different times, this one is purely doing it one job. So it'll download one thing, work on that, everything else pauses. Once that's finished, it may be something to do with settings, but I've never really come across that before. So that'll be something to explore. Maybe there is an issue in BIOS. I thought it might be that it was the internet cable that I was using was just a bit tired, because it wasn't like a high-end Ethernet cable, but then it was still downloaded slowly. So I put in the Wi-Fi, which should be slower, but actually this seems to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so the graphics card test is showing up on the screen as well. We're hitting 60 frames per second, so the card's doing fine. We are using almost 5 gigabytes of RAM on the test, which is interesting because when we did the test with the previous system, which was dual channel, and we had two 4 gig sticks in it to give us the 8 gigabytes. It was running, the same test was running on a slower system at less than 4 gig of RAM. So this is definitely ramped it up, and higher usage of CPU, although we're not maxing out the CPU, which is good because we wouldn't expect to do that on a benchmark. I want to see if we managed to do anything with the memory card, with the hard drive, to see if we fixed anything through the defrag, and maybe that was what was causing issues. But we'll find out if we manage to improve the Core i5 7600K. Otherwise, it may be a case that we need to get a SSD in there. and get rid of the hard drive altogether, which will be a shame because having that 1 terabyte as backup storage is always useful. So the score again has failed, so we're in the same ballpark of where we were roughly before. We've got a slight improvement in speed, so memory at 171, 185 GPU, which still seems quite low. The storage score is its test failed. There is definitely problems here with the throughput. There's lots of issues here. So big problem with the hard drive. So that could be an issue on a lot of different things, but probably once we can work out exactly why it's failing. I wonder if there could be a cabling issue, maybe there's something like that, but it is loading. There's only one hard drive in the system. Let's actually run some games. So we've got the please wait loading. Okay, that's okay, we don't need any of that. Okay. Let's do a skirmish. Let's see if this lets us play. So I'm expecting this to be 60 frames per second all day. Just weird. Maybe it was because it was first time loading the game that it wasn't letting me skip ahead. Okay, let's have a look. We have got 60 frames per second. No issues there. Got our builders. Let's get them building something. What we got? Attack move. Attack move.
Moving out! Moving out!
Let's get them to capture something. We're going to need some power generation, I guess.
Build it right up for you.
Now, we could just send these guys out in a minute and just get them to go do some attacking. Yeah. I mean, it plays nice and smoothly, which is good. We like that. Get this listening post up and running. Come on, speed it up. Cool, right.
If you say so.
Attack data going on. I mean, it's comfortable. It's not going to have any issues with this, is it?
We better be going to a fight.
I mean, even if this was hitting tank, I mean, we're sitting here comfortably, CPU 50%, which is, I actually think it's quite high for a game like this, and 60% frames per second. I'm happy with that. I think we should try another game. Play some instant action. Let's do some deathmatch. It's been a while since I played this again. Let's do game. I haven't played that in a very long time. So again, I'm expecting this to comfortably do like 60 frames per second. Let's see what we're doing.
Play. have what it
Okay,
takes.
fine. So let's try out. Do you know what? Should we go straight up? Now, normally I would do Half-Life, Half-Life 2, but if it's playing these ones, fine. I think the one we all really want to know is, will it run a AAA game? I want to try and get into a game, so let's have a look. Lobby failed. We'll play this in offline mode. It's very stop, start, stop, start. 20 frames per second in this point, and the loading screen is brilliant. And it is. It runs a little bit and then stop. Runs a little bit, and you can see this jacket tearing. Well, not tearing, it's just. It's almost that latency lag now. I'm expecting this. I think that's all hard drive. I don't think it's the graphics card or the processor. I think it's. I mean, looking at here. GPU is fine. It's not hitting its 3 gigabytes of memory, so it ain't that one. I think let's go in here and see. We haven't maxed out the RAM.
Comms check.
Do you know what? That is
Hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
I'm going to monitor your progress from a safe distance.
I was expecting this to be awful. But actually, this is running a decent game setting at 60 frames per second.
That's a standard issue Black Hand service rifle.
With an underbarrel grenade launcher.
As I said, I don't think it's got a problem. I don't think it's got anything to do with
The road is walled off.
got to the waypoint. That's great.
Can you get over it?
Do I have to use my grapples? I can't actually remember how to grapple. Was that it? No. 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 That one. That one. That one. Yeah, one of these is grapple. Okay, let's swing your grapple. I forgot. Do you know it's been such a long time? Oh, catwalk, really? Okay.
Okay. Where to now?
Those lights across the valley? Head
Jump off
towards
the
them.
parachute. Cool. Head over.
That's a big tower.
Espinosa promises it will change the world. No more tornadoes or hurricanes. And most of Solis believes it.
Project Iapa won't be a problem after today, Mira.
If your plan works.
It will work.
This is £40 as is. And it's ready to go.
Made it.
Yeah, boys.
Bueno. Follow that piping. You're gonna come face to face with a Black Hand.
We've come face to face before.
Anyway, we know it runs it. Actually, I'm making me want to go play Just Cause 4 now. So this system is actually running alright, but the question is what do we need to do to upgrade this? I think personally, the only thing we want to do here is throw an 8 gig stick, another 8 gig of RAM in here, and I think we swap out the terabyte of HD, and we put in something maybe like a 500 gigabyte SSD. And use the HD as just a kind of a backup, non-essential storage if you need to. Basically, games. Put the games on there because I think it loaded okay. But for day-to-day uses, my concern is is that running this on a day-to-day basis with that hard drive could cause you major issues. But from a benchmarking point of view, and for 40 quid, £40. 40 of your British sterling is not a bad deal. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Was this worth it? What would you pay for this system if you were buying it today? And what would you do in the comments down below to upgrade it? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on a video sometime very soon. Take care.